What's going on, troops? Welcome back to another Double Bass Drumming 101 lesson where we are focusing on our foundation so we can build the most crushing double bass technique ever. It's been awesome. I hope you've been enjoying it. If you've been getting value from this, make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff so we can stay on this path together. This lesson is really more of a focused workout where we're going to pay attention to how our feet look, how they sound, and how they feel individually, so that when we put them together, they're going to be nice and balanced and strong and consistent, because that's kind of a good thing. Even though this lesson isn't a super complicated one, we always have a free PDF with all these lessons for you to download, so you can practice whenever and wherever you want. Just hit the link below and you'll be good to go. One of the biggest challenges with playing double bass is getting both feet to sound equally strong and consistent, which is why we're gonna focus on each foot individually and compare them to each other with this series of exercises. So how are we gonna do this? So glad you asked. We are gonna play a 2-bar phrase that is rhythmically identical. The first bar we're gonna play with the right foot, and in the second bar we're gonna play with the left foot. The goal and purpose of this way of practicing is to really help us hear, feel, and see any differences within our feet. Because generally the left foot or the hi-hat foot is going to be a little bit weaker in sound and consistency, which is why we're really using our right foot here as kind of the standard for the left foot to really build up to. Our hands are just going to play time. 8th notes on the hat, 2 and 4 on the snare. The bass drum, we're going to play down all of the single 16th note variations. So for exercise 1, we're basically just playing the downbeats, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right foot, first bar, second bar, we're going to play with the left foot. You know what to do? Here we go. Next, we're going to play the upbeat 8th notes, also known as the ands. And this is where, if there's any inconsistency in terms of the feel or the dynamic, it's really going to be exposed. Because usually when we play the syncopation, it tends to be a little bit more vulnerable. It's a little bit easier to dial in downbeats, but anytime we play a syncopated upbeat rhythm, it really, like I said, exposes how confident we are within the technique or just the overall confidence of the rhythm itself. So really pay attention to make sure that, once again, the right and the left foot sound identical. That's the whole purpose. All right, so let's check it out. This is exercise 2. Next, we're going to play the E's. This is the second 16th note within the beat. 1 E and 2 E and This falls right in between the 8th notes. So we're playing 8th notes on the hat, so we want to make sure that that E on the bass drum is falling dead center in between those 2 8th notes. We don't want to swing it. Swinging means you're pushing that E a little bit closer to the and that's going to create more of a swung feel. Let me demo that really quick just so you can hear what it sounds like. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, now you know how not to play it. Let's play it how you should play it. Like I mentioned, that E has got to be dead center in between those 8th notes. We want to play them as straight 16th note, upbeat 16th notes. Let's check it out. Exercise 3. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 1. Next, we'll play the last 16th note of the beat, the uhs. 1 E and 2 E and the fourth 16th note of each beat. Once again, we're not swinging these. Just like the E's, we want to make sure we're playing them straight, right in between the 8th note. We're not swinging the uhs. If we want to swing them, if it's intentional, then that's a good thing. That's awesome. But if we're not intending them, that's a bad thing. So our intention here is to play them as straight 16th notes, right in between the 8th note. This is also a good opportunity, too, to really listen to hear if there's any dynamic contrast between your right and your left foot. And one way that you can really help dial that in or lock into that is just watch the beater swing consistency. If your left beater is coming back half the distance that your right beater is, chances are there's a dynamic imbalance happening, and that's not what we want. So we really want to make sure that both the beaters are coming back equidistant. I don't know if that's even a word, but equidistant. We're going to make it stick. And that's really going to help even out your overall bass drum sound and just consistency. So that's something you can really pay attention to as you play down this exercise. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
Now let's play all of the 8th notes. So bar 1, right foot, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, left foot for bar 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. This is a really good prep exercise for our single stroke roll.
2, 3, 4. 1,
Of course, if we played all of the 8th notes, we have to play all of the upbeat 16th notes. Hello. So right foot, all the E's and U's for bar 1. Bar 2, left foot, all the E's and U's. This is another fantastic opportunity to really make sure we're playing all these upbeat 16th notes as straight as possible. No swinging, no variance in there whatsoever. That's the goal. That's the mission. I know you can do it. Let's check it out. Here we go.
3, 4. 1,
Okay, now let's play our double bass 16th note single stroke roll. Yes, took me about a dozen times to say that. I don't know why. How we're going to do this is we're going to play 8th notes with the right foot for one measure, and then on the second measure, we're going to bring in our left foot to play all those E's and U's, completing our 16th note alternating double bass single stroke roll. There's got to be a better name for that. Anyway, let's check it out right now. I know you're going to rock it. Your mind is going to be blown. Here we go.
3, 4. 1,
So one of the most effective ways to equally build both feet is to practice in a way that gives them equal attention. So that means everything we play with the right foot, we're going to play with the left foot. So that being said, let's play that exact same exercise, but reverse the footing. So now we're going to play 8th notes with the left foot for that first bar, and then in that second bar, we're going to bring in the right foot to play all those E's and U's. So basically, we're playing a left foot leading single stroke roll here with our feet. And it's going to feel a little bit awkward at first. don't let that freak you out, because what it's doing, it's helping you build a strong foundation to play some pretty dang cool rhythms in the future with our feet that are going to force our feet to lead with both the right and the left foot. That's what's so essential about practicing in this type of way. So let's check it out. This is the last exercise. Let's finish strong. Here we go.
3, 4, 1.
All right, let me know how this lesson worked out for you. Like I said, it was really more of a quality control exercise rather than some dense rhythm and coordination mind-bending exercise, which is totally cool too. But these type of workouts or these type of lessons are really valuable because they really help us focus on the quality of what we're playing. That's the advantage of working on more simpler things, is that we're not distracted by the difficulty so much, the intellectual difficulty or the theoretical difficulty. It's just, let's just play something we're familiar with, but really dial in the quality of every single note we play. Because we all know quality will always trump quantity any day of the week. And if we really want to become our best, that's what we're going to do. We're going to become hypersensitive to all the little nuances, the minutia of our playing. I love that word, minutia. And that's, like I said, that helps us become our best. And that's what we're doing here. We're not going for hacks. We're not going for any sort of quick compromising type of technique. We're developing the strongest possible double bass foundation we can create. Okay? So thank you again for checking out this lesson. Super appreciate it. Until the next one, what are we doing? Staying focused and practicing with purpose. We'll see you soon.